Damn, that sucks, bro. All right, let's get into this. My poor brother Dame Dash, man. I don't mean poor as in financially. I mean, like he can't win for losing. This shit. It's crazy because I seen this day coming, man. A long time ago. I remember when we was in Amsterdam. In Amsterdam and Africa. Those two trips right there. I know this day was gonna come because he just thought that it was never gonna end. Hold on. It's too many. First of all, let me shout out. I gotta shout out my members only crew. My man Bert. Who else? We got Darius Harvey, Miss 50 Racks, Cinnamon, Tasha Tanae, Buttercup Lady. Somebody else that I think they had problems joining, but I gotta look into that. Yeah, y'all gotta hit that subscribe button. I see y'all be stingy with the subscribe button, but I do want to shout out a few of the new subscribers here. Shout out to Onyx, Fredro. They subscribe to the channel. All right. Freeman, the gospel rapper, Urban News. Who else? King RJ2, Lovely Shanna, Zia Morris, East Los Boy, Dig F, J Dash, Daryl Canty, Jackie Evans, Mino Blacks, Jeffrey Jones, Amo G Lane, Perk 34, Shane Colkin, Davius Harvey subscribed and he became a member. That's super love. Wall Street Raz, Candace W, Joyce Cooper. These are all the people that subscribed in the last few days. Angel Marshall, Phil Better, Fifi Spiller, the neighbor next door, Chandre Gold, Jay Boo, Deborah Jenkins, Bobby Conley, Andre Miller, T.M. Mountain Man, Julius, Sherelle Rucker. Diana Sargent, Lena What Up, Onyx Cam, Jen G, Scully Son, Rodney Lee, Buster Mack, Positive Whisper, RLG, Breezy, The Cali Way, DM Boo MC, Tora Lingen. That's a lot. I appreciate all y'all for subscribing to the channel. Much, 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 much love. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for hitting that subscribe button. I'll shout out some more subscribers in a minute later on in the show. But Dame Dash. My brother here, man. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about Dame. If I do, it ain't intentional. Okay. I really ain't got nothing bad to say. So but I am gonna read this story. Wendy G just subscribed to the channel. Shout out to Vegas. All right. Everybody on the strip all the way out to Henderson. All right. You know what it is. Shout out to Jahir Law, Most High Entertainment. You know what it is. When it rains, it pours, boy. So let's get into this story. All right. After declining to sell his shares in Roc-A-Fella Records to Jay-Z, Damon Dash may be forced to hand them over to a buyer after all. The entertainment executive and producer has been instructed to auction his shares of Roc-A-Fella Records to satisfy an $823,000. Woo! Judgment from his 2022 legal clash with Josh Weber, producer of Muddy Water Pictures, as reported. Afrotech had previously mentioned that the dispute between Damon Dash and Weber began in 2016 after Dash was fired as the director of the producer's crime thriller, Dear Frank. At the core of the dispute, were the allegation that Dash was unfit for his position. Weber claimed in a since deleted Instagram post that Dash was verbally abusive to staff and often high on the set. Dave Dash? Verbally abusive to staff? Now, who's going to believe that? And was often high on the set. High? Dave? Who's going to believe that? Dash countered that Weber was trying to take credit for a black man's work and attempted to sell the film independently under the new title, The List, which prompted the copyright infringement and defamation lawsuit. In 2022, Muddy Waters Pictures was granted a judgment, but Dash has yet to comply with the court's demand for payment. To pursue payment, Weber's team targeted Roc-A-Fella Records and Dash shares of the music label. In response, the label's co-founders, rapper Jay-Z and record executive Kareem Biggs Burke, objected to the move, stating company bylaws require board approval of all major sell-offs. However, U.S. Magistrate Judge Robert W. Laneberger admonished the label for adopting the clause during a 2021 board meeting where Dash was not in attendance and did not vote in favor of the rule. The court then ordered Roc-A-Fella to deliver Dash stock certification to the U.S. Marshal Service within 180 days, the outlet reports. Wow. This is why you better make sure you make your court dates. The question at the core of the instant dispute is whether the Roc-A-Fella, RAF, by laws prohibits on transfer and sale of Dash one-third ownership interest in shares of Roc-A-Fella without the consent of Roc-A-Fella's board of directors legally prevents the sale of Dash interest in Roc-A-Fella to satisfy the judgment. Leia Berger wrote, per the outlet, the answer is indisputably is no. A lot is at play with the forfeiture of Dash stakes in the company, especially regarding money and intellectual property. Established in 1985, Roc-A-Fella Records became a household name artist, having included Kanye West, Jadakiss. Who wrote this? When was Jadakiss ever on Roc-A-Fella? Joel Santana and Cameron, with many albums released under the label's banner over the last 2 decades. Def Jam had purchased half of the label in 1997 for $1.5 million, according to MTV. Then in 2004, the music company bought the remaining 50% for a reported $10 million, with Jay-Z, Kareem Biggs Burke, and Dash retaining 50% ownership. How could that don't even make sense? That's wrong. If Def Jam purchased half of the label in 97, that's 50%. Then in 2004, the music company bought the remaining 50% for a reported $10 million, with Jay-Z, Kareem Biggs, Burke, and Dash retaining 50% ownership. How? If they bought the other fucking 50? These people don't know what the hell they be talking about. It was 25, then 25, then 25. Considering what's at stake, Roc-A-Fella's, that's why Dane was calling Kevin Lyles a quarter water and backstage, because they only sold them up. They only sold 25 at that point, not 50. Considering what's at stake, Roc-A-Fella's co-owners also expressed concerns about how an outside buyer might treat intellectual property when purchasing Dash stake. In light of this, the judge stated that Jay-Z and Burke will have an equal opportunity to purchase the shares, Bob reports. This means it's still possible for Roc-A-Fella to remain under the leadership of at least 2 of its co-founders, though Dash will most likely be out. Oh, shucks. Now, he got to sell it to Jay-Z or Biggs. And we know Biggs can't buy it. Oh. That's all Jay wanted. Jay got him now. His relationship with Jay-Z remains strained. Per Afrotech, in 2021, the two settled a dispute following Dash's unauthorized attempt to auction off Jay-Z's debut album, Reasonable Doubt, as a non-fungible token, an NFT. After the agreement, Dash revealed that Jay-Z offered him a disrespectful amount of money to buy his shares in Roc-A-Fella, furthering the years-long feud. During the October 2023 interview on the CEO show, Dash discussed his co-founder, stating, "When I look at what happened between me and Jay, it's like I blame Jay for letting it happen. But all the people that really made it happen are the ones that are benefiting from him the most now. I was stopping them from getting money. My friendship comes before the business. Either way, unless Jay-Z was down with it, then it wouldn't have happened. When the auction of Dash shares in the company, particularly given his claims of being continuously shut out of important decisions, division, the division between the two could be by his latest ruling. What's this word? Execrate. Exacerbated by his latest ruling. Let me see what that word means. Make worse. Oh shit. A problem, bad situation. What was that last sentence? With the auction of Dash shares in the company, particularly given his claims of being continuously shut out of important decisions, the division between the two could be worse by this latest ruling. Can be worse by this latest ruling. Exacerbate. Exacerbate. Exacerbate by this latest ruling. Damn, bro. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen here. They're gonna get Dame in court. They're gonna force him to sell. And Jay-Z gonna lowball the shit out of him. Right? But Dame ain't gonna have no choice. To go ahead and sell. They get the first option. He could tell them no if he get somebody else to buy it. But as it states here, they get first option. So I don't know if Jay was already lowballing him. Whatever he offered him before is going to be even lower. And this right here, this is like Dame having to sell his Rolex. Like this was his probably the most collateral that he has right now. That's worth millions. They gonna get it from him, and after let's just say Jay gave him $2 million for it. They gonna immediately take that 800,000 to give to this dude, and then the rest of that shit they gonna grab that shit for child support, and then after that, unless Dame come with a lick, he this is his biggest asset. And Jay ain't going to do him right, especially with all the stuff that he been talking lately about Aaliyah and Beyonce and all that stuff he was talking. Nigga Jay-Z gonna offer that nigga a pack of Newports and 2 Snickers. He gonna say, "Well, I offered you before. What was it, like $1 million?" Yeah, nigga, I got a pack of cigarettes right now, a box of cards of Uno. You know what I'm saying? Take it or leave it. Damn, bro. I feel like I do feel bad for Dave. I wish that he would have learned from his arrogance early. And it wasn't such on the cloud that he couldn't listen to reason. Because if he didn't trust all them white people that was around him and didn't shade black people because they was just black and would listen to black people, because he always put white people before black people. Always. How he listened to the black people around him and was pulling his coat, we see what the white culture don't understand in our culture. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of stuff was flying past him because he was too arrogant to listen to his people. But I knew that this day, where he would see financial devastation, I'm not saying that I got a crystal ball, but I knew it was going to happen. He didn't appreciate the blessings that God was giving him. He was taking it for granted. He thought it was him. He didn't think it was God. He thought it was him. And the blessings that he got, he just thought that it would never end. Fame, the spotlight, added to his ego. His ego made him sleep with his man's chick, several of them, or tried to. I'm telling you, money will make people act crazy. Like, I got to be around Dame when he was making 400 million a year off of Rockaway alone. Like I told you, all the years I worked at Roc-A-Fella, we never flew a commercial ever, except for the Concorde. And Concorde ain't considered commercial, right? It is a commercial flight, but it ain't private, but it's special. So at all the best hotels in the world, Dame always had the presidential suite in every hotel that we went to. I don't think y'all understand what I'm saying here. He would get the presidential suite everywhere that we went if they had a presidential suite, which means the best room in every hotel, no matter where we at in the world. And we only stayed at 5-star hotels. So he would get a room that could damn near house everybody that was traveling with us just for itself. It's a waste of money. Waste of money. All the places that we flew private, the fuel alone sometimes costed 40, 50 grand just for fuel. That ain't the jet. That ain't the staff. That ain't the food that we get in to put on the jet. That ain't the goddamn those stewardess. That's just the gas, the fuel, jet fuel. 40, 50 grand alone just for that. All of us could have flew first class anywhere for 10 grand of that. A lot of money, man. Never thought it was going to end. Never thought it was going to end. There's a guy that wore his clothes once, sneakers once, because he had to pop tags every day. There's two things that stick out the most with me with Dane. That I knew that he was going to go broke one day. One time we was in Amsterdam and we was at this hotel. And it was like a boutique type hotel. And somebody had the what would be considered the presidential suite at that hotel. So Dame could only get the next best room. And Dame was trying to get the people that had the best room kicked out so he could get it. And the guy was like, yo, I can't do that. They already got it. And he's like, what's the next best room? How much is the next best room? And I think the next best room was just like, it was like 2,500 a night. And Dave said, 2,500? That's it? Charge me 5,000. I was looking at this nigga like, yo, bro, pay the 2,500 and give me the fucking other 2,500. You just gonna give this man an extra 2,500 because you feeling yourself? 2,500, that's the best room you got? That's nothing. Charge me 5,000. I was like, one day, this nigga gonna wish he had that other 2,500. I'll never forget that day. I never forget that day. That shit is on camera. He might have that. Then it was the other time we was in Africa. This is when I knew that he lost track of God and faith and religion and was thinking it was him. We stayed in Africa for like 3 days. Me, Dame, Naomi Campbell was with us, Robert De Niro, Oprah. Who else was out there? I don't think Victoria Beckham went to Africa with us yet. No, we flew to London with her. We left her in London and went to Africa from there. But we was out there for a few days and we was leaving. And we had these African bodyguards that was with us for the few days. And when we came down to the lobby, and we was loading up to get in the trucks to go back to the airport. Dame had 3 pair Air Force Ones in his hand. And remember, he only wore stuff once and then he threw them away because he had to pop tags every day. And we get ready to load up in the car, and Dame got the sneakers in his hand, and he get ready to throw them in the garbage. Right? Now, understand what I'm telling you here. He had to pop tags every day. He didn't wear the same shit twice. Right? At this point in his life. We don't do too much walking. We taking car service everywhere. You know what I'm saying? If we walk in, it's a few blocks, or we going in the building, we getting let out in front of a building, whatever. Unless we going through a mall and we shopping, that's the most walking we doing if we shopping. But if we doing interviews and running around and things like that, it ain't too much walking. So my point is to say that these sneakers are not worn out. Instagram, this is going to end. I'm on which color. I'll come back on. Hold on, yeah. Let me get this back started. All right. So I was saying that to say, like, the sneakers ain't got a crack in the toe. Like, they ain't been worn. One pair ain't been worn for a week, right? So we for 3 days we there, Johannesburg. Shout out to everybody in Johannesburg. We leaving, and they ain't come down. You know, his suitcases, everything's packed, and he got 6 pairs. He got 3 pairs of shoes in his hands, 6 sneakers, holding them in both hands. He goes to the security guy, and he says, "Yo, you want these sneakers, B?" And the dude is confused because they all knew. They all white Air Force, 3 pair, all white Air Force Ones. So he looking at the African dude is looking at Dane like he bugging, like, what you mean I want them? He said, "Yo, do you want these, B? You know, I pop tags every day. I don't wear the same thing twice. Either you want them or I'm gonna throw them in the garbage." Right? He's still holding them and shit. So the African guy goes, he grabs one of the sneakers from Dame, right? He grabs one out of Dame's arms. He said, "Are you serious? These sneakers are brand new. These shoes are brand new. It is so clean on the bottom, I can lick them." Dame look at him like he's stupid. He said, "Yo, man, do you want them or not? I pop tags every day. I'm gonna throw them in the garbage over there. Do you want them or not?" See, yeah, I want them. Like, you stupid mother. Like, he looking at Dane like he's stupid. Yes, I do want them. Like, you stupid mother. You're going to throw these away? They're brand new shoes. Man, he took them, all them Air Force Ones, went and threw them in the car. It was like, yo, this nigga's crazy. Yeah, I'm taking these. And that was the second time. The Amsterdam time, I was like, they don't believe in God and blessings. He's getting too cocky. He's getting too arrogant about the finances. And man, if you're doing 400 million a year in one of your companies, you may be thinking that this ain't gonna never end either, right? Especially we young, right? We in our what, 20s, 30s, right? That day in South Africa, I said, Dane, God's gonna punish him. God's gonna punish him. And I didn't feel like I was wishing no bad on him, and I'm not wishing no bad on him, but this is a reality that I saw becoming true. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was, I'm too humble of a person, right? Because even then, that when I was at Roc-A-Fella, I was making nice bread. I was good. When they went shopping, I went shopping. You know what I'm saying? It was like that. I could buy anything they was buying. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, right? When it comes to clothes and things like that, right? So I would never forget those two incidents. I still can picture me and Dame standing at that counter in Amsterdam and him telling that white guy that to charge him double. And I can remember that African guy's face looking at Dame like he was fucking retarded, pardon the term. Like, he's like that, like this dude has lost his goddamn mind. That's how he was looking at Dame. Like, he couldn't believe it. And those always stuck with me. Outside of, little blitz here and there, Dame snapping on people's clothes and, making fun of them and things like that. But I always felt like from that Amsterdam trip and that Africa trip that his karma was going to be losing everything because he didn't, I felt like he didn't like, he didn't give grace to God, because had he did, I don't think he wouldn't have been so reckless. Who wears their clothes once and throw them in the garbage? And some of y'all that's too young to understand this, you could go back and look in old footage. You'll hear him say it. You would definitely hear him say it. He called it popping tags. Jay-Z even got a song about it called Popping Tags. But that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck. Jay-Z is loving that shit. Trust me. That wig wearing, Gary Gnu looking nigga, he is loving this. Because now he get his baby. And now I'm not going to even give him no ideas. I was about to give him ideas. I ain't going to give him no ideas.